states have massive budget surpluses right now. Red states in particular have significant budget surpluses. Again, for those of you listening on my flagship station in Atlanta on WSB, the surplus for the state of Georgia is in the billions of dollars. $3.2 billion in tax collections, 13.5% revenue growth, $1.6 billion able to be put into reserves for rainy day funds, with $2 billion already there. What do you do with the money? I think probably the thing to do with the money in each of these states is to reassert federalism, to not be dependent on the federal government, to essentially ignore the federal government and take care of yourself. I think it's become a necessary critical issue. In large part, it's become a necessary critical issue because the federal government is doing way more than it should and is running out of money. So I would encourage conservatives to be very vocal at the state level that you need to, as a state, start reasserting yourself with federalism. I mean, look at Article 4, Section 4. Let's go there. Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them from invasion and on application of the legislature or the executive against domestic violence. The United States shall guarantee a republican form of government, and the United States shall protect each state from invasion. The United States government is not protecting Texas from invasion. There is a very clear invasion happening in Texas. It is not an armed invasion of a hostile military power. It is still an invasion. If the United States government is not going to act, Texas should act. The states around Texas should help Texas. In fact, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, I'm trying to think who else, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Arkansas, Missouri, they've sent National Guard troops to Texas to help Texas at the border because the federal government's not helping Texas at the border. There needs to be a reassessment of the federal balance. And states, I think, probably need to stand up at this point and say, you know what? The states do matter. We are semi-sovereign entities. We are semi-sovereign nations. We've ceded limited powers to Washington, D.C. Of those powers, Washington, D.C. is failing the basics. They're barely delivering the mail on time, and they're not protecting states from invasion from abroad. And so the states stand up and take back control and stop acting like you're vassals of Washington, D.C. You're not. The left treats states as if they are subdivisions of the federal government. They are no such thing. And conservatives could use this moment in time to reassert, now that they got budget surpluses, they could reassert their power as semi-sovereign nations who have given only limited power to the federal government to deal with certain issues. They can take back their federal powers that Article or Section or Amendment 10 of the Bill of Rights allows them. They need to do this.